What's up, everybody? Welcome to Boostsa, and today we have got the honor of featuring an insane car. It's a Ford Focus ST2. Yes. ST2. You guys will know him. He's no stranger to the show. You'll know everybody else in this clip here as well. And it's that over there. Oh, my mask fell down. That is a Ford Focus. I hate Corona. Ford Focus making, how much power is it making?
627.
It was making 627. There's another number that's slightly higher, but we're not going to get into that now. Okay. Car's making 627. I can actually show you guys on the screen here. 627 at 1,018 Newton meters. But since then, the car's had a new turbo installed. Right? But before we get into that, let's just chat to the boys quickly. What's up, Patrick?
Hi.
I put my mask on you, man. It keeps on falling down. What are we doing here today?
Yeah, okay, so we fitted a new turbo recently, and it's actually, I drove the car now here for the first time with the turbo on. Okay. And we just want to see, what power it can get.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I think, whatever power we're going to get now, it might be slightly higher than what we will race the car with. Okay. At this stage, because we need some more upgrades. Okay. Especially to the fuel system. Sure. According to our calculations, if we get the power that we think the turbo can give, okay, we will be out of fuel, I think, on the road.
Behind you over there, that is Zane. You guys will know Zane with the insane XR8 twin turbo. He drives a Ford Falcon now. Tell him you drive a Ford Falcon.
Okay, I'm driving a Ford Falcon.
I mean, between yourself and Patrick, you guys were instrumental in building this car from the ground up for I don't know how many years. So can we just have a quick walk around the engine and look at the important bits?
Sure.
Zane, what kind of turbo is that?
That is Garrett's newest range, which is a G35 1050 rated, horsepower rated turbo.
1050 horsepower?
Rated, yeah.
Okay. Is there any chance that you're actually going to take it to that rating?
We're planning on pushing it to the max. If everything keeps together now today, we're planning on maxing out the turbo for that matter. Sorry,
okay. So it keeps on falling down, but I'm so over it by now.
Yeah. So that was the intention with getting the car here to the dyno. Okay. So if everything goes according to plan, we should be able to hit that figures.
Okay. Pat, when you drove the car down here, was the first time you drove the car with this turbo on?
Yes.
What did it feel like?
I didn't push it.
Yeah, you didn't push it hard.
I was scared. No, just from a safety perspective, the car safety. Okay. Because like I said, with this turbo, I think we're going to need the extra fuel pump, a thicker fuel line, and I don't want to break the car.
Of course. So you're just going to be easy with it, but I mean, obviously going to push it down.
It still feels, I want to say, like the previous turbo, because I was gentle with the throttle, Obviously,
you were gentle with it. I've seen you race this car, but you're not gentle with the throttle all the time.
Yeah, but when I'm driving in the road, it's different.
Okay, let's just have a quick run through this engine. Look, I'm going to point at things and you guys tell me what it is and what you've done. So basically, it's still I don't want to say the standard, but you've got the 5-cylinder that this came out with.
Still the original, still based on the 2.5 5-cylinder that you originally came out with. Obviously, we needed to upgrade certain stuff to facilitate for this type of power. Yeah. So the block has been upgraded in a sense where we fitted darted sleeves. We did full forged internals. Fortunately, it comes with a steel crank, so the crank can handle the power. We did a cylinder head upgrade, not upgrade, we modified the cylinder head in the sense of porting. We got cams. We did everything that we're supposed to do, what you want to do to any engine to facilitate for big power for that matter.
And keep it reliable.
Yeah, ARP starts the whole tutti frutti, everything is there.
It looks absolutely insane.
2,200cc injectors.
Is that what you've got in there now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we've got operated 12 packs as well.
Okay.
TL wastegate. We're running on the drivetrain itself. We're running the RS MK2, the Focus RS MK2 gearbox. Yeah. We had the drive shafts custom. Okay. To facilitate, because it facilitates for thicker drive shafts. Yeah. Automatically you can handle a bit more power, and it comes limited slip. Okay. So to facilitate now for traction and whatever. For sure. And no issues as yet.
And obviously we have a look at, you can see there's obviously no battery. The battery's been routed to the back. Is that just so it is more space in front here? Somewhere to put the turbo?
We shifted the turbo is actually situated where the battery
was. Yeah. Okay, and then obviously intercooler is we can't see it now.
Stage 3 intercooler on here.
Yeah.
100 mil core, yeah.
100 mil core. So.
Okay. How long have you been running that one now?
Jeez, now for at least 3-4 years. Yeah.
Okay, so it's been okay. It's been handling. So as the upgrades have come to the car, the intercooler's always been able to handle.
We've been busy with this car for quite some time, and I mean we slowly progressed with the upgrades. I mean we started off with this car with like 430 kilowatts and worked our way up where we actually, I don't want to give the initial figures, I mean the last time because my Patrick is a bit skeptical, but I mean let's say 627 it is, and I mean the videos floated already, so the last time the car made 783.
Yes, sir.
783 kilowatts.
Can you confirm, Patrick?
Yes, it did. But it wasn't with my turbo. Borrowed turbo.
Yes. One of the friends were
yeah, thanks, Rudy.
Rudy.
So we can actually talk about Rudy because we've done the podcast with Rudy. So he borrowed you the turbo just so you could test it out before we spend money.
Before we moved in that direction, because we were also skeptical we couldn't see for what they did on the upgrades. We couldn't see like with the small upgrades that they did to the turbo that it will actually give you that significant gain on the turbo. So we were skeptical.
It's like more than 100.
Okay, we had it's more than 100 kilowatts differences. And fortunately, Rudy had one. He told us, listen here, you can use it. Take it for a test, and if it is so, then by all means, then you can spend the funds.
Yeah, and if you break it, just buy me a Gatsby.
Yes, something like this.
All right, look, sounds good. I think we are. What's the name of the place for it again? Yeah, Legends Dino. They're down in Brackenfell. Are we in Brackenfell? Blackheath. That's the same as northern suburbs. Anything north of Voortrekker Road is the same for me. So we're going to do a quick pull on this car and see what we can do to get more than 627, and then we're going to go for a bit of a drive.
All good.
Let's see what the car does in the dyno. Okay, so we're gonna come back at you guys with that dyno run at the end of the show. In the meantime, we're just going for a quick drive on the outside. The car's not had a proper tune yet, so we're not gonna go hard with this car. Pat is just gonna give us a little bit of a feel. We're gonna talk a little bit more about the car. So, Pat, so we spoke about the engine earlier on. We spoke about the gearbox. What management are you running?
I'm still running the standard management system, Jason.
Okay.
But it's obviously tuned by C21 Engineering.
Okay.
Or Dream Science. And most people know the Dream Science name.
Yeah.
So they the tuners, yeah.
Okay. What's this car like to drive as a daily? I mean, obviously you don't daily the car, it'd be madness, but what is it like to drive now? What is the clutch like? Is the clutch tough? What kind of clutch have you got here?
Yeah, so I've got a twin pack clutch in. Yeah, Zane actually had it built. I used to run the carbon clutch, also twin pack from Extreme Performance.
Yeah.
But you know, when Zane said like the other car, you know, the RS Mark II needed the clutch as well, I thought like, let's take that one out rather than put it in the RS Mark II. Because that clutch is, you know, the carbon clutch is obviously a lot lighter and easier to drive as a daily. This one is a bit, I want to say on the medium side. It's not hard, but you know, it's very much enjoyable.
You're gonna get a left leg muscle. Eventually, if you drive this car.
Yes.
The wheels on this one.
Yes.
Which wheels are you running on here?
I'm running the OZs. Actually, yes, like this wheels got a bit of history. You know, it's coming from my first ST that I bought.
Yes.
That was in 2007.
Wow.
And then when I sold that ST, I traded that in for a RS.
Yes.
And I actually sold the OZs to a friend of mine, but I told him, listen, one day when you don't want the wheels, I get first option to buy it. And you know, he sold his car now, and you know, I bought the wheels back, and it's back to me. You know, so,
and they've been on this car all the time, and they handle all the punishment you throw at it. They do well.
Yes. And I've got another set of OZs actually that I used the last time in Saldanha.
Yeah.
And that's for my Hoosiers that's on there.
I was gonna ask now, so you run the Hoosiers when you're doing race days and things, but just normal road tires. Which tires have you got here now? You got the Bridgestones on you.
Yes. Yeah. It's a 225. 18 inch.
And then inside the car, I mean, inside the car it looks pretty stock standard. I mean, all of these things still work. Electric windows work, electric mirrors work.
Yes.
Your air conditioning still works?
Aircon not actually, but it's still, the pump is still on my car.
It's still there, okay.
But you know, because of the rerouting of the turbo, you know, we needed to take off some pipes and so.
For sure.
Especially the heater.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not going to drive this car in the winter.
Of course.
So yeah, so we had to take out the heater box, and then with that as well, you know, the aircon pipes removed that as well.
And then your pedal box over there, that's also not standard, is it?
Yes, the pedal box is also not standard. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
The gears, the shifter?
Yeah, it's a short shifter in, and then you know the gear knob is obviously aftermarket one as well.
Sure.
But yeah.
Okay. And when you come to the back, obviously you remove the rear seats.
Yeah, you know that's just to
more weight saving.
Yes, but actually more weight balancing because you know I've added quite a bit of weight as well with the turbo setup and you know all the other mods.
Yeah.
I think you know people normally think you know if you add mods you know the weight doesn't increase. The weight actually does increase.
It does, of course.
And you know I found I actually weighed the car, and you know before the mods and after the mods now the car's about 5 kgs heavier.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, there's still a bit of weight that I need to shave somewhere.
Okay. So even by taking things out like the rear seats or whatever, it's still getting heavier because of the modifications.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, obviously you're putting on bigger, you're putting on stronger parts and things. I mean, you're gonna pick up some weight somewhere.
Yes. No, definitely. I mean, the shafts are thicker, so obviously that's weight and so on. You know, the suspension upgrades. You know, I've got an anti-lift kit on the front. To help with keep the front down.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but that actually it's a nice mod, and you can actually feel it.
With the suspension upgrades, what have you got here? What have you done?
Yes, I've got the yellow speed coilover kit.
Okay.
So the rear is running very stiff to make sure you know most of the weight gets pushed forward.
Sure.
Then I've got anti-lift kit, and I've got a hard race gearbox mount upgrade.
Okay.
Then I've got polyurethane bushes on the suspension bits. And
I gotta say that, I mean, with all those things, I mean, the poly bushes are really hard. They usually give a harder ride. But this is nice. It's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's not too bad actually. It's not like, you know, I know Zaire runs very solid mounts and so on. This doesn't feel like that. Yeah. Because remember, like I said, you know, I drove the car to Joburg as well.
Sure.
So. And then I've got a aftermarket. I think it's Eibach camper kit at the back. You know, and then on the front as well. I know we changed the control arms, but I can't recall, you know, what brand that is. But but we've changed that as well. So literally everything on the front suspension, you know, has been changed or has been upgraded. And then we've got a crossbar. Stiffened the rear at the front as well.
So yeah, you got it just behind the shop towers. You got what's on top of the shop towers and then across.
That's the one, and then I've got one underneath as well in the car.
That orange one. That's
the orange one.
Yeah, I saw that. These cars were notorious for incredible torque steer.
Yeah.
Right, when they first came out. Now what you've done is you've thrown more power at it. You've thrown about 5 times more power in this car when it came out stock.
Yes.
What is that doing for torque steer?
You see, like,
do you have to hold on?
Yes, you definitely have to hold on. I mean, like, if I can talk, like, you know, like my Mark 1 RS, it's got like, what's it, 290 kilowatts?
Yeah.
That one is like, you know, it's fun to drive, but it's on the edge, you know, it's old technology and so on.
Sure.
The Mark 2 is about 400 kilowatt. That one is fun. You can smile, you can enjoy, you can talk while pushing it. There's absolutely no torque steer, nothing like that. So very enjoyable. Yeah. Then the Mark 3, that one is stock. I mean, but I mean, it's just a nice car in terms of technology and so on, the drive that you get. But this one, it used to be fun, but now, like,
now it's just
like, you know, like if I can take, like, previously about 2 years ago or so, it's Aldana. After the run I smiled, you know, because it was like nice. Yeah. Now I don't even smile anymore.
Are you afraid?
Then I'm like still shaking.
Now after that you pray and you say thank you. Keep
exactly.
Because this car is just a beast. This car, it just seems unforgiving. Yeah. That's what I want to say. Just so much power put into this car, and you got to. It's not like these new cars where you just put your foot down, and regardless of how much power you make, the car will just, you know, keep you in line. If you make a mistake with this car is going to let you know.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
And you've got to be able to pedal a car. You've got to be able to get yourself out of trouble with this car, because you can get into trouble really, really quickly.
But I must say, you know, with the suspension upgrades, the tires and so on, the car is actually pretty manageable up until about, I want to say, 220 kilometers per hour. After that, when the boost really kicks in, traction is like.
What do you mean the boost really kicks in after 200?
Yes. Then you must hold on. So we're gonna take the highway. We're actually just on the highway now. So we're gonna do maybe just a little, but just take it up to
crazy. That's cool.
Yeah, let's just take it up to 130. I'll open up the exhaust flap maybe.
Oh my God! Patrick let go on the power. He lifted off the pedal because obviously you don't want to go speed.
Yeah.
I mean, we had to just maintain speed, but how quickly it gets that speed is absolutely mind-boggling. And it handled it better than I thought it would, to be very honest.
Yeah,
It handled it a lot better than I thought it would. How's the switch? I want the switch like this in my car. I want to open up all the exhaust flaps. So, how many does it have?
Then only one. The other.
But I saw the thing click more than one time.
Yes, yeah, because it's progressive. We can actually open it up like a little bit at a time.
Oh, okay, so the one exhaust flap it just opens up.
Yes.
So you just have it wide open.
Yes, I just use wide open, yeah.
Whoever installs exhaust flaps, I want one. Oh my lord. All the homies in the Mark 1. we got a velocity in front of us, and when Patrick just revved it up, all the homies were out the side windows. That's crazy. So, what have you got planned for the future with this car? Obviously, look, don't say anything about the dyno run yet because these guys haven't seen it.
Okay.
We're going to show it to them later on. But I mean, you obviously got what you got planned with the turbo and things. Once that is sorted out, what else have you got planned?
Yeah, so I think, like I mentioned earlier, you know, the fuel system, you know, that is obviously the most important one first.
Sure.
Then there's a couple of, I want to say, you know, bits that we're trying to maybe improve on.
Okay.
So redesigning, you know, the plenum, you know, we actually
Oh, you did mention that, because I think the throttle somewhere on the fit, there was a bit of a bottleneck there, it wasn't big enough.
Yeah, we want to go bigger throttle as well.
Okay.
And currently, up until now, all the performance that you've seen, the dyno runs, everything, it's actually with the turbo sucking in hot air.
Okay, it is. Yeah, because of where the turbo is situated.
Yes, yeah. So currently I don't have an induction coming, you know, taking cold air, so I'm already busy with it, I already manufactured it. So now I just want to make it out of carbon fiber.
Nice.
So I think probably within the next 2 weeks or so, you know, that should be done. And
so what do you want to do? You want to leave the turbo where it is and just run into it?
Yes.
Okay.
That's it. So listen, we almost used a quarter of a tank.
Was that a quarter of a tank?
Almost.
That's crazy. That's another quarter tank just gone.
Sounds nice.
It does. It sounds incredible. And is that wide open or is that on?
It's partially open.
Is that partially open? Okay. That was wheel spin.
Yeah.
That was wheel spin. I'll do that whole day. I will have so many tickets. It's insane. Have you ever gotten a ticket with this car?
No.
Never. Jesus! Nice! Oh, I'm like a schoolgirl. Oh, this is just too much fun. But Patrick was saying that there's going to be some improvements done on the car. Obviously the turbo is brand new, right? So this was the first dyno with it, so it's slightly bigger than the other one. You're gonna have to change it. You're gonna have to probably change your tune on the car. It's still on the old tune from the old turbo, so you're gonna have to take that into account. There's a couple of other things you want to change. You definitely want to change your fueling.
Definitely, absolutely.
Fueling system, because you think it's starving a little bit.
Yes, yeah, it will.
So
so we've worked it out on ethanol. You know, maximum the fuel one fuel pump can give is 350 kilowatts.
Okay.
So we've got 2 on.
Okay.
So 700 is the max, and the turbo is capable of much more than that.
So expect another video in the near future once all those
absolutely.
sorted out.
Yes, definitely. You'll be the first one to know.
I appreciate it, Patrick. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Guys, Ford Focus ST, insane kilowatt, insane power, super neat build. Wasn't this once upon a time one of the fastest ones in the Western Cape or South Africa? What was the story?
Yeah, currently it is still the fastest Western Cape front wheel drive car. It's held on now. Fastest
Western Cape front wheel drive car. Let that sink in. And we just tore through the streets with this car at 100 kilometers per hour. Boys and girls, thanks so much for tuning in. We will catch you guys soon. Cheers.
Bye-bye.